and welcome to another edition of Sorting Seeds and Labels with Carol. So this is episode 13 or session 13. Labels, the ones I'm keeping, which is probably too many. Seeds I'm still finding. So we know how this goes. Let's hop to it. I am actually looking for a couple of actual labels in here. So we'll have a big eureka moment if I find them. Let me set the timer to the usual 10 minutes. And let's dive in. Let's go deep. Let's go deep. What do we got here? Oh, brown turkey fig. Yes, I have a brown turkey fig. And so I'm going to keep that label. It grows very well. Lime mound spirea. I got this a long time ago. I do not believe I have these lime mounds anymore. So I'm going to get rid of that label in the trash. Here's a daylily I bought. This is Apricot Sparkles, a designer daylily. I have no idea where I bought that. And it's just another gold colored daylily. Not very exciting. I'm going to get rid of that label. I don't think I have it. Here's a tiny one. Calameris pinhortensis orphanage plant. Oh, yeah. I know what this is. So the orphanage plant, this is one that was in Elizabeth Lawrence's garden in Raleigh, North Carolina. Elizabeth Lawrence is a famous Southern garden writer, and she wrote about this orphanage plant. And I decided that I had to have it, and so I got it, and it lives no more. It died. So I already know about the orphanage plant. I'm going to get rid of the label. The plant is gone, people. It's gone. Just didn't make it. I don't know. It just wasn't in a good spot. Ooh, there's a bunch of labels here. This is a hollyhock. This is Chatter's Double Yellow. I don't have that anymore. Gone. Korean Spice Viburnum. Viburnum carlesii. I have that. It's over there. It is blooming. It is wonderful. And so, but I don't need the label. I know what it is. Dreamweaver hosta. Dreamweaver hosta. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, this might be the hosta that's out front. I'm going to keep the label, compare the picture. Boom. Keeping. Here's Proven Winners, Chardonnay Pearls, Deutzia, Gracilis. And I have 3 of those. 1, 2, 3 on the garage side of the house. So I'm going to keep that for now. And here's a Proven Winners. This is a Weigelia My Monet. I do not have that anymore. And so I am going to get rid of that. You know what? That's really a nice Weigelia because it has variegated leaves. And I believe that I don't have it anymore. But it was nice while I had it. Okay. So this is an interesting stack. 1, 2, 3. I have 4 labels. And this is for a Proven Winners. This is a mountain hydrangea. It's called Tiny Tough Stuff. And I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the garage side of the house. I've struggled to get these established. I think they're getting too much afternoon sun. I still have them. So I'm going to keep 1 label and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 4 in the trash. There's probably 1 more in here. But anyway, I'm going to keep 1, get rid of the others. Don't have to have every single label. Here's a whole big stack. Oh, here's a label. Oh, that's that Tiny Tough Stuff hydrangea label again. Don't need that. Here's a Delphinium Guinevere, not to be confused with my beautiful crabapple blooming out front called Guinevere. Do not have that Delphinium, I assure you of that. Digitalis Foxy. This is a perennial foxglove. I do not have that one. Oh, by the way, Digitalis Foxy says on the back of the label, it's an All America's Selection winner. So that's a good one, but I don't have it. There's a couple more My Monet. I don't know why I have so many labels. So anyway, got rid of those. Ooh, another one from Frank's. This is the Chicago Luster Arrowwood Viburnum dentatum, Chicago Luster. And here's the funny thing about that. I had that at one time and I got rid of it. And then last spring I had a notion that I needed the Arrowwood Viburnum and I bought 2 of them. Neither one is from Frank's. I think I bought Blue Muffin and Chicago Luster, but I'm going to get rid of that because I don't have that one anymore. I have the other one. Here's our Deutzia again. Kept that. Euphorbia Bonfire. Ooh. I think I still have that. It's got a really nice red foliage, and so I'm going to keep that label because I think I have that. Moonbeam Tickseed. Coreopsis verticillata, and good question if I have that. I think I do. I'll keep it. Here's another daylily. This one's called French Tudor. It's pink with sort of a yellow throat. I'm going to make a big guess that I don't have that one anymore, but no, I don't have it. I just don't, people. I don't keep everything alive. It just sounds terrible. Okay, here's Ross Aromatica Growlow. This is the low growth fragrant sumac. And I had that over on the garage side of the house. And you know, it's a great plant, but for big mass planting, like if you had a sloped hillside and you wanted to plant that, it would be a great thing. But just where I had it, it just wasn't a good location. So I'm gonna throw that in the trash. Ooh, making progress. Big old stack here, big old stack. Blatilla striata. This is the hardy ground orchid. I have the hardy ground orchid out there. It is not native and it's gone pretty well, and they're actually starting to spread out a little bit because somebody said that they were taken over a little bit, and I thought last year I had quite a few more than I planted. So what happened this year is they've come up, but they've gotten damaged by frost, actually by freeze. So I think what's going to happen is the tips of those leaves are going to look terrible. But I'll see. I'm going to keep that label because I have those. Here's a label that says, this is for the praying hands of, it's a hosta, Spiritual Walk Through the Garden series. Praying Hands is the name of a hosta, and I know that hosta, so I don't need to keep the label. Don't need the label. Someday you'll forget, Carol. Sunny Knockout, Rosa Rad Sunny. Sunny Knockout is a yellow flowering knockout rose. And actually, it's a little bit harder to find, but well worth growing. I had it for, I don't know, 6 or 7 years in my front garden bed, and it did pretty well. And then it started to get a little bit woody. And so I cut that out and put some hydrangeas in its place. But Sunny Knockout is really nice, especially if you're tired of the red, which the red knockouts are everywhere. Here's here's the dwarf Korean lilac. I know where that's at. I don't need a label. Common stuff, I know. This is a weird label. Bedelia, Blue Heaven Butterfly Bush. Blue flowers flutter by. Petite Blue Heaven is a dense, grows 1 to 2 feet. I have this butterfly bush. Is invasive in some areas. It is not invasive here. And so, especially this one, which I think is sterile and doesn't produce any seed. That's out front. It's been there quite a while. I usually have to cut it back to the ground and new growth comes up. So we'll keep that for a while. But those things are kind of petering out. Texas Scarlet Quince. This is Texas Scarlet Quince. I have that. It's back behind me. It's blooming right now. I'm going to keep that label to remind me it's Texas Scarlet. Digging, digging, digging. Haven't found the label I wanted. Ooh, this is interesting. There's some more of the hardy ground orchid. I don't need that. More hardy ground orchids. I don't need that either. Got those labels. Aquilegia flammata cameo mixture. So it's a columbine. Hard to tell if that's still out there. They kind of cross and everything. So I guess I'll keep that for no reason. Oh, here's an ajuga. This is black scallop. That's good to have. I know where that ajuga is, so it's good to know it's black scallop. In case I ever write about it. Anyway, the timer's gone off. I think one last thing. Ooh, creeping lily turf. This is worth talking about. Liriopes spicata. So if you want to cover a bunch of ground in a low-key way, there's your baby. Creeping lily turf. But let me tell you, it's really hard to get rid of it once you have it. And a lot of people plant it and they think, ooh, I don't want that. So, but it's a good, it is a good ground cover where you have, you're going to get some walking on it. Ooh, that's got a stick in it. I don't have that anymore because where I had it obviously wasn't a very good spot for it. So I'm getting rid of Liriopes spicata. And my friend Dee will appreciate that because she spent a weekend digging that out of her garden. All right, that concludes session 13 of Sorting Seeds and Labels with Carol. Come back because it's kind of a rainy day, and so why not do another episode? Bye now.